Good morning, everyone. We are here for Saturday, March 8th. We are reading within the Essene the Essene Book of Days for 2025. The seasonal focus says, brooks run free and buds appear. The morning focus is our earthly mother. The deepening, hold a sprouted seed in your palm as you read. You can have an alfalfa or a mung bean, anything will do. And here's the meditation. The path of the Spirit calls me to grow, and grow I will. But the journey home may take me far from my roots before I can once again return to the source. Mother, at this time of new outer growth, fill my being with your love. While my roots are still young, teach me to use my mind as servant, never as master. I know that we have two minds. We have the mind that is in alignment with the mind of God. And we have the mind that is in alignment with our egos. And when we learn to choose the mind of God, we are using mind as servant, not as master. And when we choose to use the mind of ego, the mind then becomes our master. And I know that for me, it gets me in a whole lot of trouble. Today, I will bring the spirit of planetary stewardship to my pranic teachings. I am in the midst of classes in New Jersey for the week for the next 10 days, and I'm really looking forward to those studies and what will come of them. And my feelings are excitement and newness and freshness and feeling like I'm where I'm supposed to be. So that's really exciting. Okay. And let's see. For Magdalene, we have lesson number 67. Love created me like itself. Magdalene's channeled message. Greeting, beloveds. In this process of channeling, what occurs is that there is an intention, a will, a use of will to invoke and invite the presence of another being to come and join within the physical beingness. Understand, beloveds, that all of this exists within the realm of illusion. So the introduction of another sense of presence is, indeed, what you are doing when you allow yourself to shift from the egoic consciousness to the consciousness of higher self, the consciousness of the Holy Spirit. You are actively, consciously invoking the will of God. It is much like love creating itself, like itself. It is the removal of the beingness, the false beingness of self that sees itself as argumentative, as being in pain, as a being that is a victim to the circumstance. It takes away all of the excuses, all of the rationale that says that love is painful, that life is painful. And instead, through the right use of will, it brings forth a consciousness, beloved ones, that is indeed born of love. It brings forth a consciousness that is the truth that love created you, me, all of us, like itself. For that was all that love could do. That was all that the Creator could do, was to create an extension, an emanation of love that we all are. So it becomes our responsibility, if you will, to awaken to this truth. And as we awaken to the light and the truth of us, beloved ones, so too we awaken to the truth that is within all that we manifest through our consciousness. Yes, indeed, this is an illusion and bears repeating time and time again. When you look to find the consciousness within, beloved ones, that indeed created this entire dynamic, you will find yourself. You will find yourself looking back upon yourself, knowing that the truth that exists within you, the truth that exists within all beingness, is only love. For you are an extension of love. How so, then, was the egoic mind and this egoic structure created? It is an act of creation, beloveds. And in this act of the use of will, if it was done without heart, it was a creation that seems a bit soulless, if you will. Understand that ultimately, all is God. This is why applying neutrality to every circumstance allows the opening for love to be revealed. So when you find yourself mired in thoughts that seem chaotic, thoughts that seem painful, thoughts that bring about a sense of sadness, understand that what you have done is rung a bell and said, ah, there is another circumstance where I can apply more love. I can see this through the eyes of love. For in that moment, there is a revelation of truth and light, and you indeed yourself find, you find all beings. You find yourself. You find the light that lives as you, the light that created you. Each of your creations, beloved ones, each of your emanations, each of the thoughts that you think, when they are thought with love, you are creating as the creator. When they are thought from positions of revenge or fear or being triggered or being sad, there is an emotion that has attempted, an energy that has attempted to move through, that has been thwarted. It has been stopped. It has been captured. And here you are being asked to recognize the truth of you, the light of you, being, beloved one, ultimately the love of you. For as you apply the light and as you apply that love, the illusion fades and the truth is revealed. So the responsibility or the onus thus becomes to remind yourself at each instant, beloved ones, deep within your heart, there is a truth which states that you are indeed the light and the love of God. There can be no other way. So bring yourself to bear, beloved ones, on your own existence, on your own creations. Look to where there has been pain and see if you can pour the golden light of God's love all over it. This is a reconstitution, much like frozen orange juice when you just add water. Imagine, beloveds, that you are a bit like frozen orange juice, and God's light is the very water that will indeed reconstitute you. Let God's breath breathe you. Let the light and the truth of you be known far and wide. Let your consciousness be in concert and in harmony with the consciousness of God, the consciousness of love. And let your light shine so brightly, beloveds, that when a being comes upon you and they feel touched by the very essence of your Christed being, for that is the truth of us. Forgive swiftly and forgive broadly, beloved ones, and allow your hearts to be illumined with the light and the love and the light of truth that you are. And know indeed that love created you like itself. You have every quality that the Creator does, having the mind of God, the will of God, and the heart of God. So love, beloved ones, with all that you have, as you are loved. Our blessings are upon you always, dear ones, and we will speak with you again. We love you beyond measure, and we will speak with you with love always. So beautiful. So, so beautiful. All right. Greetings, beloved ones. Beloveds, there are times when we are so silly in that we take ourselves far too seriously and we believe that the pain that is in our lives is real. And we believe that the trouble that we have will never go away. And we have allowed our selves to think thoughts that do not even belong to us, thoughts that we have borrowed from another, thoughts that we have tried on as we would a pair of gloves or a pair of shoes. And they are not ours, beloveds. And we can gladly return them. And we can allow ourselves to say, what is it that I would actually like to create within my very life? How is it that I would like to live? How is it that I would like to celebrate and be celebrated? How is it that I would like to love? What would give me great pleasure? And beloved, it may be climbing the top of a mountain. It may be sailing upon the sea. It may be taking a rocket ship into space. It may be something as simple as bringing your family together for a meal. It may be something as precious as caring for another who is making their transition. It may be something as precious as taking care of people's plants or taking care of people's pets. How is it that you can celebrate life? How is it you can create the life that you desire and the life that you want to design? Picture what it is within your minds and within your hearts, beloved, and make these choices. And when you notice that the fears creep in, when you notice that the pain starts to creep in, beloved, understand that that is truly the illusion and that you can let that go and release it and have with you only love at each and every moment of your existence. For that is the power of you as a creator being. We love you dearly, and indeed we shall speak with you again. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. See you again tomorrow.